honestly, I never expected him to agree to this interview. And then when I texted him, right, because I overcome, he said, must ask, must try. You don't try, you don't know. I try. And he said yes. So I'm very grateful for him to coming on board this uncut episode.
No choice, because you asked me, I have to come.
Thank you so much. Okay guys, welcome to another episode of Uncut, and today I'm very honored to have someone really special. He's none other than the godfather of PropNex. Okay boss, I think I'll let you introduce yourself.
Hi everyone out there, this is Kelvin here. So I'm the business for the last 2 years. So I'm DY CEO of the company. Of course, today I'm very blessed to be here to really share with you a little bit about my journey and how we can actually inspire you guys to actually move forward, or maybe some of the challenges. I'm not so sure what the question he will be asking me. Definitely, I will just do my best to really share with you a little bit more. Hopefully that can give you a little bit of boost.
Yes, so because uncut is really uncut, it's real and unfiltered, so people will get to know some things that they don't know about you. So the first question I want to ask you, boss, because I work with you both on a prop experience, so many other community stuff, right? I realized that you are really very driven, right? Because if I were you,
Yes,
I will relax, enjoy, and then just chill really, but and to the extent whereby you really lead by example. So I want to ask you this: are you really that driven, or are you just crazy, or you have something to prove, or do you just enjoy looking very tired all the time?
I think for me, very straightforward here is that why I enjoy my work despite that my schedule is so packed in terms of back-to-back. But I think what drives me more is because of my people like you, right? You also want to do well. For me, I've actually achieved most of the things that I wanted to. It's not about proving myself to be who and who. To me, the fame is not the most important in me, because end of the day, I'm over with this. But I think most important for me is because you guys have trusted me. In fact, PropNex, we have now more than 13,000 of agents with us.
Yes.
We started with only a couple of thousand. Today we have reached 13 over thousands of people.
Yes.
You know, I own so many people responsibility that I must make sure that they do well. But not only because I want them to do well, because I find the satisfaction, right, when I really can feel that people do well. Because that is the joy of happiness that you can actually see. Just like 2 days ago, one of our agents from Serena just texted me, say that Kelvin, because of the so-called the XBC 2.0, she managed to overcome all the fears, and she managed to close 2 units directly from the customer. Without going through, she probably don't have that confidence to do so. But when she texts me at 2 a.m. saying that I managed to do it, right? You know, this is the kind of joy that drives me. Because to me, at the back of my mind, it's all about how can I add value to my people so that they can do well. Because for me, I have started with nothing, doesn't come from a rich family, and today we can achieve so much in my life. I feel that there are many people out there that can actually achieve that. But the question is, maybe sometimes you need to have this little push from us, and little sharing from us. Maybe that can inspire them to do well. Maybe that is the thing that I feel that I enjoy this mission of what I'm doing.
That is very good. So can I message you at 2 a.m. also?
You message me, I never read already.
But having said that, I really feel it, because then like that I don't text you 2 a.m. I tell you now. This is why I hit super black.
Wow, congratulations to you. Definitely.
Because I think this is something that really drive, because you really bring that energy, that motivation for us to really try, because it's really leading by example, right? Even the boss never let up. How can we correct?
That's why a lot of my guys say one thing, see this guy working so hard, how can I slack myself to be not doing as much, So this is also, for me, it's not because I want to work hard, because I always at the back of my mind here is, how can I make sure that they do well? So I will always keep pushing myself to do a little bit more. I always tell myself, what's next? Because why? The moment I don't move, my people won't move. But of course, is it because of money that's why I do so? No, because like what you say, right? I have enough to be able to retire any point of time, but just that money doesn't drive me. but not because I'm rich. No, it's because I think money is just a byproduct now to me. I think everyone have different phase of life. If you ask me last time, do I want to have money? Yes, I want to because I don't have. But after a while, you must really progress. Because ultimately, when you reach a certain level, if you just focus on money, you won't be happy. What is enough? It's never enough one. But how much do you really need to eat? And how much do you really need to have? How much do you really need to spend? It's up to you only, ma. If you don't really need so much, actually you don't need to spend a lot. Most important to me here is about being happy with what you're doing. Because that is the joy that I see in my work.
I think that's right, because sometimes when you really chase money, you'll be burned out because you'll be like, oh, I'm damn sian to keep doing this. Okay, so being such a successful leader, you know, really bringing PropNex to where it is today, right? I'm very proud to be PropNex, by the way, not advertisement. But do you have insecurity as a leader? Do you have your own insecurity as a leader?
If you ask me, definitely, who doesn't have that so-called fear? Who doesn't have the concern about, wow, what if you cannot lead the company to do well? What if you cannot bring your people to success? No, these are all the fears that we have, especially the role and the appointment you're holding, right? Everybody's like looking at me, hey, can or not, this guy can do it or not, right? So if you ask me, right, yes, I do have. But is it real? Yes, it's real. But I managed to overcome myself in the last 1 year is because I find that I realized one thing, it's all about intent. When your intent is very clear, it may not be the best along the way, but I always feel that there is always people like you who come and say, Kelvin, I can help you this. This person will come in and say, I can help you this. So do we actually make it happen? Yes, why? As long as our intent is clear, there is no fear. Even if there is fear, it's normal. The only time you don't have fear is when you are gone, no? Right? But how do we drive this fear to push us to do more? To me, now I can accept all challenges. End of the day, I face it. I accept it. I just need to do what is right to make things work. Whether the end result is what, I won't be able to know. The only thing that I can do is action. If no action, nothing.
Zero.
In my career, it's very simple. In my life, it's very simple. It's all about action, action, action. Outcome, I do not know. But I know one thing, if I don't do, sure no outcome.
Sure zero.
So zero. This is what I always tell you guys here, right?
So being so driven and all that, I mean, I'm sure you also have times whereby you maybe want to take a break.
Yes.
And have any thoughts about, just disappear for a month, no agent calling,
I think I cannot go holiday for 1 month. I think I will be. No. I will still use my phone. I will still on plane. Every time I will still work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is why I'm so fascinated, because really seeing him on plane doing the deck. The next moment he's at PWS. Then after PWS, the next day he's got another consumer seminar, and then after that we go XPC. The amount of effort and the amount of dedication is insane. So it's very hard for me to keep up also.
You don't need to keep up because you just need to follow what you need to do. It's how much you want, right? But like what I say here, because you guys have trusted me so much, so I cannot fail you all, right? If not, I'm not doing a favor to our people here. So to me, my conscience is very, very clear. I just want the best of my people. My job is to inspire people to believe that they can, because I never believed that one day I can be who I am today, but because of what I've gone through, it allowed me to see one day. That's why everyone is possible. It's only whether the person wants it or not. My job is to push you.
I know.
Whether you can or not, it's up to you.
I think can. Actually, last time think cannot. Because of you,
Sure.
can. So, being such a successful person, right? Have you ever failed at something?
Fail, to me, it's not fail. Because to me, it's a learning. Every time when we do things, even we may not have done the best, what can we learn from it? How can we see things in a different angle? To me, fail is not fail. Fail is a step to learn.
This is one step closer to
Yes. Exactly, right? Like all the challenges I faced in the last 2 years, I have seen I lost my people. I've seen people leaving us. There are people who are 10 years leaving us. Do I feel sad? Yes. I say, how come did I not do enough? Have I not done well enough so that my people can stay with us? This is something that I hold it very tight to me. But after that, then I start to realize that what I need to do is to do my duty to make sure they stay with us. Ending, if they still decided to move, just have to wish them all the best. Hopefully one day they will find us back again. But I shouldn't feel stressed by worried so much about these people, what happened. But I only do one thing now, I'm very clear. Even I've tried my best. If they decided to move, let them go. I decided my job is very simple, is to continue to take care of my people that stay with me. Yeah. So my mind is very clear. There's no fear in me because I accept what is going to happen.
I think that mindset is very strong because as long as you know that you do your best, you already done
Yes.
whatever that they do or they leave.
We cannot please everybody.
It's because I already done my best. Unless you think that, oh, I could have done this, I could have done that. But as long as you think that you already done, I think it's good. Right. So, do you ever feel lonely at the top?
I have accepted it. I have accepted it that this will be the case because no matter how, when you are on top, people always will feel that you are very far away, which is very normal. I'm not alone there. I'm not. I'm always there with every one of you behind me.
Yeah, which is sorry I cut you, boss, because I really appreciate it because you see, honestly, I never expected him to agree to this interview.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I texted him, right, because I overcome, he said, must ask, must try. You don't try, you don't know. I try. And he said yes. So I'm very grateful for him for coming on board this uncut episode.
No choice, because you asked me, I have to come.
Thank you so much. Okay, so if you don't have PropNex, you weren't in PropNex, right? Where do you see yourself?
Oh, this one is a big question mark. I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
Yes.
I mean, based on your first before you joined PropNex.
No, I'm in the Air Force regular. Of course, why I decided to come out is very simple. I know that no matter how much I work, that is the amount that I will get. Since young, I always tell myself I cannot be poor forever. But whether I can achieve what I have today, I do not know. But that is already in blood in me. Because why I can tell you this is because I always tell myself I must have enough so that my children must have enough. They don't have fear of not having enough. That is always in me. I just want to make sure that they are taken care of. I don't want them to go through what I have gone through. I want them to have the best thing that they can have without stress. That's in me. Whether I can do it or not, I do not know. Yeah. But that drives me.
That drives you, right? Because the fact that, wow, this is what I'm going to do and make the best for my family.
This is exactly what I'm trying to say to every one of you here. It's very simple. It's about the purpose. Only when your purpose is clear, that drives you. When your purpose is not clear, there is no end goal, that one drives you to move forward. That's why when some people, when they reach a certain level, when there's no purpose, if just chasing for more money may not make them feel happy at all.
Actually, they are sad, rich people.
Yes, but for me, I feel that I can do so many things in my life. I feel so enriched. I feel that I can touch so many people. I feel good.
I think that is very inspiring. I really look up to you.
Don't worry, you can also be one of them.
So okay, so the next few questions about real estate. Do you think real estate as an industry, right, will be taken over by AI?
I think if you ask me, this is something that my shareholders always like to ask. I personally find that real estate is, if you take real estate as just a buy and sell property, I can safely say AI will take over.
As a transactional
Basis. But if you ask me, I'm not a real estate agent that does buy and sell. For me, that is a normal job. Anybody can do the job. My job is about helping the person to plan ahead. We are not a salesman. We are a planner. A planner that does everything from the day they buy the property from us to the day they sell, to their future children, to the generation behind. It's all taken care by who? By me. So if you believe a technology can do the job, then you can leave it to technology, because this technology can help you to manage $2-3 million property, $10 million property, then of course I feel that you can go ahead. But to me, I think I personally find that today, Nicholas, a lot of young people today are willing to pay. Why they are willing to pay? Because they see beyond just money. They want someone who can add value to their life. They want someone that can actually bring them to the next level. That is the main thing. So if you ask me, real estate is still a personal touch. It's not a transactional based on the asset, but it's about adding value by showing you how to do so in a very systematic way, in a structured way, in a safe manner, without speculation, and that's the way to do so. So to me, it's not so straightforward, especially with all the rules and regulation in place. So many things to look out for: banking, finance, to restructure your loans, to knowing exactly when to restructure, to know exactly when to sell, and when to buy, how to buy. There's so many things to look out for, and it's so complex today, especially with cooling measure in place. There's so many things that we need to make sure so that our loans can be taken. So to me, it's not a simple task. Technology, AI can never really do that job. And that's the reason why I safely say that we are all taken care of. But I cannot say for all. If someone who doesn't want to change, like a real estate agent, who choose to be still a traditional way of doing business, one day will they be replaced? I say maybe. Even for a rental person who does only rental, maybe one day you also can be. That's the reason why I feel that if buying and selling a property is talk about $1,999, 900 over dollars, to me it's not there. That one is just a selling. That's why the price is like that. But for me, my price is not this. My value is more than that. I help someone to be better off. That value belongs to you and me. So I truly deserve that value in me. It's not about how much money I get. It's not about the commission. To me, it's not about the money. Because why? Our job is beyond that. To me, our job is to help someone to be able to see when they retired, they have a good sum of money. Decent sum. I must not say you can be super good, but a decent sum so that they can retire without going through that kind of stress.
At least you plan.
That is our mission.
Yeah, that's our mission. I think that's where we come in to plan, add value, give value instead of fighting on price, because that does not affect.
To me, that is no values. Yeah.
So where do you see PropNex in the next 5 years?
For us, we are very clear. In the next 5 years, I really want to build PropNex to be a household name that every Singaporean out there will be able to remember. And exactly, we just gave Singapore a present, which is at the Garden by the Bay for the kids to go and enjoy. Everyone will see us. But why are we doing this? Because we want to give back. And our objective is very simple. How can all consumers out there remember who is PropNex? And moving forward, I also believe that technology, just like what you say, AI, this is something definitely we believe that AI can make a difference to our customer.
Yes.
I will embrace technology, make work efficient, make life easy for our customer, make life easy for our agents. That is my task, using technology. And I want to make sure that technology enabled our agents to be effective and professional.
Yeah, I think technology will not necessarily replace, but actually help us a lot.
Yes.
Using all the apps, all the tech apps, I tell you, it's really information.
We just launched yesterday. Another latest tools for our agents here is that at 1 second they can see all the transaction, be it new and resale price, in one page.
Yeah, it's so amazing because it really make us so fast experts in the field, and compared to, I think, just a couple of years back, you have to go and take.
I tell you, right, Nicholas, this is first in the industry that we have done this.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm in the right company, man.
We are the so-called leader in the market that we will always want to be in front.
We are always.
Yes, we are very clear.
So do you think we will hit 20,000 agents?
Our target is 15,000
15,000
in the next 2 years. To me, it's not about the number of agents. Why do we want to have 15,000 agents as one of our guideline? It's because we want to have data. We want to have numbers. We want to have facts. You know why? So that we can add value to our customer. That's the main key. Of course, one day we'll reach 20,000. I don't know.
Yeah, I think can. I got 2 more there already.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, for us, it's very simple. It's not a number game. But to us, we want the so-called data so that we can add value to our clients.
Okay. So I think we got most of the things we want.
Good.
Right? Because we're also very busy, that'll keep you. But is there anything that you want to say to either consumers or our own agents? Piece of advice or shout out?
I think today, for all the consumers out there who are listening to us, right? I think, right, today there are so many noises upcoming, talking about tariff lah, talking about interest rate lah, talking about economy is not doing well lah. So the question is, right, should we take action or not? Should we start moving forward or not? Should we buy or not? I just need to tell everybody one thing. Buying a property, we cannot plan what is the future. Just like, for example, Nicholas, today you if there's no chaos, there's nothing happening, right? You probably most likely will continue to buy what you want to buy.
I will be like,
for example, you will still buy, right? But what happens if you buy 1 year down the road, things happen, like a COVID comes. You cannot be last minute, wow, kanchong here and there, what will happen? You don't buy a property without proper planning. And that's the reason why our tools, our tools allow our people to do what? To prepare reserve fund. Allow them to plan even ahead of any crisis. So that in any crisis, there is always a risk. They are always being protected in a sense.
It's always very safe.
Yes.
Safe entry, very safe.
Correct. And that is exactly why I say that we cannot buy property in a very speculation form. We must buy property, even there is a crisis, there's no problem to me. But if you buy property worried about this, worried about that, but to be honest, is COVID more scary than now?
COVID is actually very, very scary.
But did we survive? Did our property drop? No leh. How you wish that, how I tell you, how I wish that I pay ABSD, I buy, I think I can make more because of that, That's why I say, don't waste a crisis. Just like OCBC, the lady I saw in the Edge magazine, I say, don't waste crisis. Wow, I love this. So to me, I just want to tell everybody this is because I want everybody, if you have free time, right, join me on this upcoming mega seminar, which is on 26th of April. In the afternoon, just call him. Look out for us. We are going to share with you 7 indicators how you can actually see that numbers, factual. Don't let emotions affect you. Sometimes I always tell people, it's better to learn rather than shut off. Learn is free, but you shut off, you actually may lose more.
You lose out.
Yes, to me it's like that, right? Of course, to my real estate agents out there or to any salespeople out there, don't be any big concern about what is happening now. Be very calm to face the situation and explain the situation to our customer. That's why.
We don't hide.
Of course. Nothing to hide because everything is transparent, right? But I just feel that as a salesperson, as a person, as a consultant, our job is not to sell. Our job is to advise based on factual. As long as we are confident to explain, there's no fear.
I always live by that because put ourselves as an advisor, consultant, and our focus is to add value.
Yes.
That's the most important.
And that is exactly what we are doing.
Very good. Okay, one more last question. Boss, you think I can be millionaire or not?
Whether you can or not, 100% dependent on how much you really want it. Focus is not about being a millionaire. Focus of I want to achieve because I want. It's sometimes beyond the money. It's the sense of satisfaction. Focus on just taking action, not just a millionaire. Focus on making happen. Set the goal, work towards it, achieve it.
Okay.
I tell you, my friend, me and my wife last time wanted to be the #1 producer in PropNex. It took us 7 years before we become the #1 overall, and consecutive 3 years we are #1. So to me, aim for it, progressively look forward to it. Whether yes or no doesn't matter. At least you know you are working towards it. Of course, I wish that you can actually achieve it. But sometimes being stressed may not help you. Set the target, set the focus there, put aside, work hard for it. Work hard for it.
Right, before we go, there's a good stuff for you guys. This is a book by boss Kelvin, and he has been on the national bestseller for consecutively 4 weeks. So what's the deal? I'm going to get him to sign 5 copies, and I'm going to keep 1 copy for myself. And 4 copies will be given away to 4 lucky winners. So I'll put in the captions to see how you can win this. Okay,
That's
thank
it.
you, boss. Thank you for
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to both of us here. I hope that whatever we shared can add value to you guys here.
Okay, thank you. See you at the next episode of Uncut. Bye-bye.